What's up everyone, this is BruisedLee here to show you my first ever RPvE replay, level 9, one player. Alright, so this replay is mainly focused to helping out new players or free to play players, because on this replay I'm actually only going to be using really cheap cards. Probably the most expensive card I use here is Lost Vigil, and it only costs 9 BattleForge points, and the rest of the cards you can buy off the forums for like a couple of 100 gold. So this is for like those who have trouble acquiring BattleForge points. So just show you guys you can still beat beat RPvE with just cheap cards. Alright, so now a little trick here. As you notice, I haven't been doing anything. This is a trick I learned a couple of days ago. Is that you can just not do anything, just gather power. So you'll have a lot of power when you start attacking. You can just gather power, and no enemies are gonna attack your first orb as long as you don't start it. You don't summon any units. So that's like a little trick that I do when I'm doing other things, but I wanna farm some tokens as well. So you can just like go to Facebook or something and gather a lot of power. So it'll be a lot easier though. The main reason I gathered I waited till 500 power is so I can summon 5 Windweavers and 2 Werebeasts. Alright, so this is probably the best way to do it if you're gonna use cheap cards. Is stick with nature. It's T1. Windweavers are really powerful T1 units. Alright, so I'm gonna have Werebeast here to help tank the Windweavers, and I focused on the Bandit Shaman first. Alright, so then little Surge of Light there to help keep some of the units that were about to die alive. And as you just saw right now, pretty easy to take out the first camp. And I'm actually throughout this whole video, I'm actually gonna be like showing you guys like I guess the slowest way possible or whatever, because I'm gonna be taking a lot of precautions just to show you guys if you guys don't wanna like risk it. That's the strategy I'm gonna be showing you guys. Where I'm gonna be waiting a lot to gather some powers to make sure that my units are ready, basically. Alright, in here I'm gonna basically wait for these waves. I think it's one Bandit Spearman, or let's see here, Bandit Spearman and one Crossbowman. They're gonna be attacking you constantly, so that's what I'm basically waiting for. And I'm waiting for 150 power to set up my second orb, which will be a shadow orb. And as you can see here, I'm not moving my Werebeast because I don't want to attract this next camp right here, because I'm not ready for them yet. Alright, here goes my shadow orb. Like as I was saying earlier, I'm not ready for this camp. You don't want to attack them if you're not ready, and fighting them, and it's not really, if you're not ready and you fight them, it's gonna be pointless since they're gonna respawn really quickly. And I'll show you what I mean by being ready. I built my second orb. I'm gonna build a breeding grounds here, which I'm gonna use later on as well. So it's not only for these units that I'm about to summon. I'm also gonna be using this breeding grounds for T3 units. Again, being careful not to aggro the other camp, so I move forward these shamans towards me. Alright, so now I'm going to summon 1 Snapjaws, Fire Affinity, and 2 Dark Elf Assassins. So this should be your main count right here. Wait, hold up. Alright, this should be your main unit count before you attack the third camp for your third orb. 2 Assassins, 2 Werebeasts, 1 Snapjaws, and 5 Windweavers. And you might want to wait a bit till you have around 100 power, till you have a Surge of Light. So you have power for Surge of Light. Alright, so now I'm just clearing these 2 waves that came, and then after I kill off this bandit shamans, I'm gonna aggro the third camp. Alright, so here we go. I'm gonna use my Werebeast to aggro the third camp. Since they are swift units, they're gonna be able to run back quickly. Alright, so I'm going to try to focus on these bandit bouncers first because of their annoying paralyzing attacks. And I'm actually going to cast Curse of Oink right about now. just to negate some damage. But Curse of Oink doesn't really work well with Wind Weavers, because Curse of Oink, if you attack the unit you cursed, they're gonna get out of that curse pretty quickly if they're getting attacked. So since Wind Weavers actually have can attack multiple targets, they're gonna end up attacking every single unit that you just cursed. So just be aware of that. So now that there's barely any units around, I'm gonna cast Curse of Oink again, and then I'm gonna head straight for this bandit tent. Because if I just keep killing these units, I'm gonna be here forever, since this bandit tent respawns units really fast. So I focus down the bandit tent, run my units away, so I can like regroup or whatever, so I won't be surrounded. The Surge of Light again. Oh, by the way, be aware of your charges for your spells. Make sure you have enough before you actually attack. So now only a couple of my units are alive for Wind Weavers, and I'm gonna cast a last minute Surge of Light there before one of my Wind Weavers died. So main thing you want to focus down here is the bandit bouncers, or the shamans, or the birds. The small units, I don't really like to focus them down. They're not as significant as the rest of the units. So right there, I just showed you guys how to take out the third orb camp. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, Snapjaws. I'm using Snapjaws because its attack, basically the unit it attacks is going to take 50% more damage. I guess it isn't as useful since you're going to be focusing on the unit anyway. But I'm using Snapjaws just because. Alright, so cleared my third orb camp. As you can see, I guess I kind of made it look easy, but you're probably not gonna get it the first time. Practice makes for perfect, guys. But with this, if you watch this tutorial video, you probably have a lot easier time learning how to do it than I did, since I just came up with it from scratch. So if you follow this video, you probably have an easier time than I did. And it looks like I've left the replay at 1 speed and put it at 2 speed now. Alright, this is what I was talking about using the breeding guns earlier. I'm going to be using it to cast summon Lost Vigils to help defend this orb camp. Oh, by the way, if you can't see that, that's a frost orb. So now I have 1 nature, 1 shadow, 1 frost. And I built 2 healing gardens. Healing gardens are really great buildings. Even if you're not free to play, I still strongly recommend using these, especially if you have nature in your deck. Because if this upgrade to 3, it can make Surge of Light heal as much as regrowth. So that's why I like using healing gardens. But even though it's not upgraded right now, it still helps a lot. So I build 2 lost launchers here to help defend this orb, and now I'm gonna be I waited for some power so I could summon 3 tree fiends. Oh, not tree fiends, Thornbarks, because there's gonna be some flying units here, and Lost Vigils, even though they're strong, they can't attack flying units. So I'm gonna have my Thornbarks deal with them. And as you notice, I waited a lot of time. Whoa, I just had an earthquake in my house. Oh, whoa, alright, so yeah, these Thornbarks are for the flying units, since Lost Vigils can only attack ground units, but I still strongly recommend using Lost Vigils. They're really powerful, and they can attack at really long range. I used Equilibrium, I can't even pronounce it, Equilibrium, as you just saw. It's great for big group of units. Alright, so the main thing, I don't know if I've shown it to you guys, is the main thing you want to do is have your Lost Vigils focus down this bandit tents. Again, because in RPvE, they respawn units really quickly, so that's the main thing you want to focus down. And as you saw, I'm mainly I've been basically leapfrogging this tree fiends, Thornbarks that I just killed. Basically, you want to keep them ahead of your Lost Vigils. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind in my